At the midpoint of Lent, the Gospel passage for the fourth Sunday in our current liturgical year is the wonderful account of the Prodigal Son. It's from Luke's Gospel, which has so many stories of mercy and of God's attentiveness to the poor. If we ever wonder if God looks with mercy upon us, I think Luke's is the Gospel to read. And of course, it's also a call to every Christian to be a person of mercy. The Prodigal Son story is not only about that young man choosing foolishly and then recognizing his mistakes, but also about the loving and forgiving father and the angry and unforgiving brother. There's enough there for homilists to go in all sorts of directions, and perhaps each of us can imagine how we would play any of those roles if we were acting this out. When any of us find ourselves in a state of estrangement or a state of sin, it may be natural to make an excuse. And certainly the press gives us all kinds of examples of that from all sorts of walks of life. But the message here is to honestly admit what we have done, to seek forgiveness, and to be willing to pay for the consequences of our action, of our willful decision to do something we shouldn't have done. The young man in the Gospel says, "I no longer deserve to be called your son. Treat me as one of your hired workers." Now that's honest and straightforward. Of course, some might say, well, it's easy for him to say that. He knew the merciful temperament of his father. But even if that is so, don't we also know the mercy of our Heavenly Father? So why do we hold back? Why let shame or embarrassment or any other human emotion keep us from going to seek the love and mercy of God? One of the nice things about the length of Lent is that there's still ample time at this midpoint of the season to take advantage of God's mercy in the sacrament of reconciliation if we have not yet done so. I certainly encourage it. May each of us be so inclined to seek God's love. This is Father Donald at St. Clement Church of Rosedale, wishing you the Lord's peace.